Go over to Ngutu in KwaZulu-Natal. We know King Misuzulu has won a legal battle and has just delivered his maiden address at the commemoration of the Isandlwana battle. ENCA senior reporter Sipamandla Goge is tracking this for us. Sipamandla, there were attempts to block this event. It went ahead.
Indeed, and AmaZulu King Misuzulu has just addressed those who are gathered here at Isandlwana. The Battle of Isandlwana commemoration has just been concluded. I'm talking about the official program. The speech of AmaZulu King centered around two main things: the land, him urging his father's people to continue defending the land. The historical context to that is that should I say about 143 years ago, the battlefields here were about the land question. AmaZulu defending the land from colonial invaders, and that's why you had the Battle of Isandlwana. So the king urging his father's people to continue defending the land, saying they will join them in that fight. The land, taking the cue from his late father, King Zulu, who spoke about the importance of the land here. I want to show you something though. In front of us, there is a gentleman who is number 3 from my right, which will be your left. That is Induna Usipho Mhlongo. Induna Usipho Mhlongo was very close with the late Induna and Umdidielo Famabutho Umgeleji, and at some point many people were questioning the role of Famabutho. So Induna Usipho Mhlongo is present here. He was regarded as Umgeleji's second in command, and his presence here is significant because it talks about the issue of Famabutho in this whole succession battle. Many people were asking, who are they pledging allegiance to? Well, most of Famabutho their allegiance to King Misuzulu who's still on the podium there. As you see, maidens joining this song and dance right now. It's all about festivities. It's a celebration, but on this day, 143 years ago, AmaZulu emerged victorious when they defeated the British, defending the land. And the king spoke about what is going on in the royal family, saying, well, urging the nation to be patient, saying things will come to pass. Whatever is going on within the royal family will be resolved. He touched on the issue of the provincial government of KwaZulu-Natal freezing the funding and financial support for the traditional ceremonies. Well, basically that was the gist of the king's message here about saying he is looking forward to unifying the Zulu nation, to unifying the royal family, and to ensure that once all this is over, he even pledged his support to his father's people, saying, well, he will be able to take them forward as a nation. As we see more and more princes arriving here, I think Prince Bizwekaya is also arriving, as well as other princes here. They are about to join in song and dance as the festivities are over, the official program is over. But many people were eagerly waiting to see what was going to happen following that urgent court interdict, which of course those who had taken the matter to court lost that application and it was dismissed with cause. So the king was able to address this, and some people interpret that as a huge support to the king and a huge victory, because if he was going to be unable to address this gathering, which was going to be his first speech addressing the commemoration of the Battle of Isandlwana, it would have been a huge blow. Now that he's been able to address this historical event and gathering, that has been a boost to the king himself. And he also touched on that point and mentioned that, well, it would have not been a great thing if he was not going to be able to address this gathering. And he has said moving forward he will continue with his royal duties, and he said the delay of his coronation is not good for the Zulu nation, but he said he understood why government is taking forever. As you know, that litigation is still underway. There are those who are protesting him as we see him taking his field here. I think he's about to join Amabutho, who are performing traditional song and dance, and my colleague Joe Oman will try and get closer to bring you those visuals of AmaZulu King Misuzulu kaZwelithini. I think he wants to join AmaButho in song and dance because these are his AmaButho. His father will always and dance with AmaButho. And also interestingly was the speech of Inkosi Chiliza, who is the traditional, or should I say, who is the chairperson of the KwaZulu-Natal House of Traditional Leaders. Inkosi Chiliza urging the KZN provincial government to unfreeze the financial support for the Zulu royal family, but also saying when the time comes for the king to open the KwaZulu-Natal provincial legislature, the provincial government needs to ensure that AmaZulu King opens the KwaZulu-Natal provincial legislature, as his late father, King Goodwill Zwelithini kaBhekuzulu, did that. The king is joining AmaButho now. He is being flanked by Inkosi Chiliza. Inkosi Chiliza is the chairperson of the House of Traditional Leaders in KwaZulu-Natal. There is also Prince Bizwekaya. I see Prince Vanana on the side and other princes. Let's just take a listen to natural sound. The song is Bamqalo Kandaba. It's one of those historical songs and very passionate song for the Zulu nation. It being sung at this time when the royal family is plagued by deep divisions and amid ongoing court battles, which is something that AmaZulu King Misuzulu kaZwelithini touched on, saying at some point it will have to come to pass. Even those who are questioning him, if I were to quote him, he said, well, some people have taken us to court and they are giving us a run around, delaying things. It's painful because it's affecting the throne and the nation, but he is hopeful that it will come to pass. Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, who is the traditional Prime Minister of the Zulu nation, leading the AmaButho into song and dance. He is reciting one of the favorite songs of Isilo Sasundini Ucetshwayo, who was victorious and who was reigning when AmaZulu defeated the British. And Inkosi Isilo Ucetshwayo is credited for his military strategies during the Battle of Isandlwana. It's not surprising his favorite being recited here, as this is the day that his forces, AmaButho and regiments, emerged victorious during the Battle of Isandlwana.
That is Sipamandla Goge out in Nguthu, where King Misuzulu was, of course, speaking at this celebration. Of course, there was some kind of block or an attempt to block this event from going ahead this morning, because we do understand there was court action, but of course that court application was dismissed. So that event did go ahead, and as you can see, the AmaButho are there with King Misuzulu. We will definitely go back to Sipamandla a little later on, but that's where we say goodbye here on All Angles.